Hey everyone, welcome back. Today is self-destruction. Super pissed, super frustrated. I'm going to get into it. It's the day after Thanksgiving, and this was actually a half day of trading because markets closed today at 12 Central Time, and managed to get myself into some bad stuff here, and I just out of frustration, was kind of going back and forth earlier today on my trades, just up down, and then because I just wanted to be green and forced everything instead of just sitting back, taking a smaller loss, or even staying up on my small green trade that I was actually at in the middle of the day. Um, Instead of just leaving it there, self-destruction of just wanting to trade further and further and further. And I dug myself into a hole. So this is really frustrating. Let me show you on the graph here today what happened. This was today, intraday balance here, and this is kind of how I moved around. So this is kind of the running balance here, being up 5, down 31. What was it? Up 64. Working all the way down to down 25, then all the way up to 83 was my high. Could have left it there. That would have been fine. But no, I had to keep trading. And, towards the end of the day, it was just this downhill nastiness. So why I'm really pissed here is, oh, for a lot of reasons. Obviously, losing money is not good, right? But I had done so well on, almost the whole month here. Let's take a look at the calendar. Right here for November. I mean, look at this. This is great in the sense that I have 13 green days and only 5 red days. But I always seem to screw it up towards the end of the month, and I know I tell myself I need to be more aware of this, but it's just really difficult. It's like I get on this great progression streak, being green a lot of days, and while they're not necessarily like massive green days, some are pretty good, but it's that nice consistent green. And then, sometimes towards the end of the month, this is very similar to last month here, in October, where I have just 1 or 2 bad days, red days, out of the end of the month, and they're just massive, massive ones, and they just eat up all my progress. And so that's why it's so frustrating right here. So we have, look at that. I mean, out of all these days I traded in November, 13 days I was green. That's excellent. 5 days I'm red. However, my red days just were so bad towards the end of the month that, it's like erases all the progress out of the month. It's like, you ask yourself, it's like, why even trade if I'm going to end up negative on the month? And that's a good thing to ask yourself. But, with trading, you have to have a lot of experience, and you have to really train yourself. It's difficult. I know Ross, from Warrior Trading, had a pretty difficult month too. So I want to say that's a reflection of the market, but at the same time, there's been a lot of good momentum throughout the last 2 months. I think a lot of opportunities. It's just that I've screwed up pretty bad on the red days here. So that's what we're looking at. We're down negative 36 on the month, so break even practically. And I have 1 day on Monday to try to get green on the month. So once again, super pissed, super frustrated. That's where we're at. Look at this. This is my month right here, and you can see kind of this sideways action on the chart. Then I had all this great progress, right? Going all the way up to $811. And these last 2 big red days just drained it. So granted, I do have to give this piece with a piece of salt here, this piece of information. I did switch to a margin account recently. I forgot what day that was, but that was a little bit later in the month. So A lot of my progress towards the middle of the month here wasn't even done necessarily on margin. So at least this whole section. So had that been on margin, we would have been up much higher. So hopefully continuing forward here, we can just be more consistent and bigger green days. I think that's what I'm going to try to shoot for. So listen, for all you beginners out there, people who have been trained for a year or two, maybe you're doing much better than me, but you know, this, I just wanted to be honest with my journey here, and it's difficult. So you know, you might be able to relate to this, and hopefully we can all kind of encourage each other to, you know, keep going. And it's really about also managing those red days. For me, this is just, you, maybe you might be similar in how your trading goes, or maybe you're not. But this is really important, just dialogue or cataloging all this, to really go back and look at your numbers and realize where you're kind of screwing up. And I think for me, it's just I get greedy, I guess, maybe towards the end of the month, and what could have been, you know, a small, nice little green day here, maybe up 81, I could have stopped it there. Turns into a really bad red day. So gotta stop that. But I'm gonna keep it short here today. I'm not even gonna show the trades. I think, well, I'll just list some of them. I did APXT, Rail was another one, JG was another, and QS. I traded that a bunch. And I mean, look at this. It's just kind of out of the price range. I mean, it was trading at 37, which is a higher, you know, I like to trade the smaller caps, and this is bigger than that. So we're just kind of shooting at anything that was moving, I guess, and that was also a problem. So anyways, leaving it there today, disaster day. But we've got December to look forward to, and let's clear the slate, start fresh, and do well. Hopefully we've got some more positive stuff to report in the month of December. I'm excited about it. I always like a new clean slate. And but that's it. So you guys take care. Hope you had an excellent Thanksgiving, and we'll see you on the next video. Take care.